Janet, don't worry. We'll get off this damn island.
How, Jax? How? Some lunatic burnt down our only ticket out of here.
Come on, darling. We're gonna be all right. Someone will eventually rescue us.
No one is coming. We can't contact anyone outside the island. We're stuck here forever.
Hey, don't jinx it. Positive thoughts, remember? We'll get through this together.
Just stop it already. Your pep talks are terrible.
Janet, you gotta relax. Sooner or later, that lunatic will make a mistake, and then we'll catch them.
And what if they don't? Are you going to hunt them down like in one of your movies?
If it comes to that, I will.
Jax, this isn't a movie. You're not invincible. You don't even have a gun.
I might not have one on me, but I'm telling you, I ain't going down without a fight.
Oh, shut up, Jax. I'm fed up with your macho attitude.
Janet, you gotta relax.
Do not tell me to relax, Jax Trainer. I've had enough of you. Just leave me be.
That ain't happening. What kind of man would I be if I left my woman like this?
Oh, please. It's way too late to start growing a conscience. You were never around when I needed you most, so why start now?
What do you want me to say? I'm an actor, Janet. Movies ain't shot in the blink of an eye. And I'm committed to my craft. I can't half-ass my way through it, no matter what.
So that's your excuse for falling off the face of the earth for months on end? Is it too much to ask for a single phone call? To show that you still care? Even just a little?
Janet, I'm here now, ain't I? And you have my word. We're going to make it out of this place safe and sound. When all this is behind us, we'll unwind back at my ranch, just like we used to. Do you remember how much you love it there? Tell me you don't ache for a cup of fresh coffee when you hear the sound of birds chirping. Or those picnics on the daisy field. Or even just picking apples together. Though my favorite part was horseback riding with you in the woods. But I bet you miss the old oak tree the most. You used to spend hours under it.
Feels like forever since we last set foot on that ranch.
What happened to us? We used to go there all the time.
Jax, things aren't the same anymore. Neither are we.
What are you trying to say?
Jax, please don't start. I'm too tired for this.
We've ridden out worse storms before, haven't we? And look at us, still standing, still here.
What the hell are you talking about?
The time we had that accident on the road. We were driving through the desert in the middle of the night. I was taking you to visit my parents. But that goddamn deer just jumped in front of us. Our car was beyond repair. You tried to get a cellular connection, but I knew we'd find none in the middle of the desert. So we took turns waiting, hoping someone would show up and give us a ride. When no one did, we had no other choice but to walk. and you marched forward like a champ. Remember how exhausted we were at the end of the first day? We thought the hiking was bad. That was nothing compared to the cold night. And the next day, we had to move on. We had no water, no food. I have no idea how we kept walking. All I know is that if it hadn't been for you, Janet, we'd never have reached that gas station.
You're giving me too much credit, Jax. All I did was fuss and complain.
What you did was give me a kick in my ass when I needed it the most. If it hadn't been for you, I don't know if I could have kept walking. You and I, Janet, we make one hell of a team.
At least, we used to.
What do you mean by used to?
Jax, please don't start. I'm too tired for this. I should go to bed now.
Do you want me to stay until you fall asleep?
I'll be fine on my own, but thanks.
I could read you a poem. It always used to make your worries fade.
I'm not sure.
Come on, darling. Just like the good old days.
All right, I suppose. The book is in my bag. Did you find the book? It should be in my bag.
Janet needs me. I ain't about to leave her side. Who in their right mind thought having a tree in the middle of the room was a good idea? Ruben sure has a thing for quirky objects. Even the guest rooms ain't been spared. I'd love to take a breather, but with Janet all riled up, that ain't happening. It's dark as hell outside. Janet said the book was in her bag. The bag's open, and the book's right there. All that's left is to take it. Same as usual?
Yes, please.
Pale amber sunlight falls across the reddening October trees that hardly sway before a breeze as soft as summer. Summer's loss seems little, dear, on days like these. Let misty autumn be our part. The twilight of the year is sweet. Where shadow and the darkness meet, our love, a twilight of the heart. I love you, Janet.
Thanks.
Can't believe she didn't even bother to say I love you back. I need a drink. We'll make it through. I just know it. I've got nothing to do in there. Think I'll surprise Janet with some morning flowers. She'd appreciate that. Coins in the fountain. My wish seems to be taking its sweet time. The weather's been getting rowdy. Hopefully it won't get worse. Finally, some peace and quiet. Could lie in this hammock all day long. The bed's as hard as nails, but it's good for posture. Ruben's gotta up his cooling game. This fan's barely putting up a fight. That's a stylish lamp. I should get one for myself. I just got back. Why would I leave? This glass would look better with whiskey in it. Ugh, drinking so much on an empty stomach ain't good. I need a bite to eat. It's practically empty. I'll need to get another one afterward. Like hell, I'm going to bed now. The night has just started. Balancing on this hammock might be the best rodeo I've had in a while. You and me against the world. Ain't that right, Mr. Giraffe? There's some leftovers in the cart, but they can't beat a cold snack from the fridge. It'd be a lot easier for everyone if Mrs. Bird left some nighttime snacks on the table. Might not hang it in my living room, but I respect the effort. Easy there, Jax. The fridge ain't that way. Come on, you know that. Should have thrown my dirty clothes in there. Missed opportunity. Easy there, Jax. The fridge ain't that way. Come on, you know that. I bet everything's tidy in this closet. Maybe next time I should grab a bottle of wine, too. I'd better not. Mrs. Bird might notice if I take anything from here. Such a big table, and not a bite worth eating. Let's see. Maybe Mrs. Bird left some beef jerky in one of the drawers. Poor fella, but better him than me. Just need a quick bite to eat. I'm not up for a whole meal right now. Look at all this. Enough chow to keep us going for days. There's gotta be some beef jerky in one of these drawers. Bingo! That'll go nicely with a drink. I do need a new bottle, though.
What were you doing in the fridge so late at night, Mr. Trainer?
Looking for something to eat?
So you're the little rodent who's been stealing from my kitchen.
Stealing? I ain't stealing. Just came for a late night snack.
Jackson Trainer, I'm responsible for everything stored in here.
Just stretching my legs. And, yourself, Georgiana?
Trying to keep busy. It's the only thing that keeps me sane during all this madness.
I get it. I'll leave you to it, then.
Just hold on a minute. Do you really think I didn't notice you stealing from the fridge?
Come on, Georgiana. It's just a snack.
Jackson Trainer, I'm responsible for everything stored in here.
I'm sorry. But there's no arguing with my stomach.
Don't think your southern charm can always save you, Mr. Trainer. Next time I catch you red-handed, it'll be the last food you eat on this island. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Good night, Mr. Trainer.
Phew! I thought she was going to take the jerky away. I better leave before she does.
Make your exit, Mr. Trainer, while I'm still in a good mood.
Nope, this ain't the path to the club room.
Hello, handsome.
Margot, what are you doing here?
Can't sleep. Not with everything that's going on. Care to join me for a drink, mon ami?
You bet.
There's an open bottle on the bar. Bring it over. I'm in dire need of a refill. And fetch a glass for yourself, too. When my glass runs dry, my mood worsens. Surely you wouldn't want that, would you?
Nah, I came for a drink, so I'm gonna stay for one. Mark my words, the Admiral's winning streak won't last forever. Billiards ain't really my thing. Plenty of choice, but Margot said there's already a bottle sitting on the bar. Josie Black, huh? Margot sure knows her drinks. That's where the bottle needs to go.
What are you waiting for? Put the drink on the table. To another horrible night on this island.
Cheers.
You know, I never told you. You look way better in person than on a screen.
Margot, are you flirting with me?
What if I am?
Well, you'd better find another man because this one's taken.
Is he though? Recently, you and Janet have seemed more like friends than anything else. Seriously, the two of you don't even share the same room anymore.
We're going through a rough patch. Janet doesn't feel comfortable sleeping in the same room.
Oh, care to share why?
Can we change the subject, please?
So reluctant to talk about yourself. Got something to hide?
Just keep your nose out of it, Margot.
Come on, handsome. You can always confide in me.
And give you dirt to gossip about in your magazines? No thanks.
So reluctant to talk about yourself. Got something to hide?
We all do. I'm sure a media mogul like you has a fair share of her own secrets.
Me? Please. I'm an open book. Go ahead and ask me anything you want.
All right then, let's talk about the propaganda machine you call worldwide media.
Sorry to disappoint you, mon ami, but all my companies are clean as a whistle.
Come on, Margot. How about that huge oil waste dump in the ocean? All your networks and newspapers denied it happened.
I fail to see the problem. We simply covered the conglomerate side of the story.
What side? Either they dumped their waste into the sea, or they didn't.
It's up to the audience to form their own conclusions, Jackson. Don't you think?
That's a load of...
Just keep in mind, every news item gets skewed in someone's favor. That's the nature of this business, a truth I embraced soon after inheriting my media empire.
Who taught you this crap?
Life itself, mon chéri. Believe it or not, there was a time when I valued pure, untainted facts above all. But when I became the CEO of worldwide media, I was confronted by reality. Not a single network on this planet reports the unfiltered truth. If you want engagement, the news must be, adjusted. Facts on their own don't sell.
Are you telling me you fabricate news to get more views and sell newspapers?
I never said that. My point is, people who own the news must choose coverage that pays the bills. It's just business, handsome.
Sounds like good business, too. I bet those corrupt conglomerates pay a pretty penny for sweeping their dirt under the carpet.
And what's wrong with that? They finance my companies, and I highlight their good side to the world. But enough about me. I want to hear about you.
I thought your work was about reporting the truth and nothing more.
There is no truth, mon chéri. There's only what people believe in. And what they really want is reassurance of their beliefs. All I'm doing is providing it to them. But enough about me.
You inherited your business? And here I was, thinking you were a self-made woman.
Oh, but I am, Jax. My inheritance was superficial at best. I wasn't given anything. I had to earn it. My father always dreamt of having a son to carry on his legacy. But guess what? He got me instead.
Sounds like a douche.
He was also a fool. Underestimating me was the biggest mistake of his life. I showed my father that I was a far superior CEO than he could ever hope to be.
And how did you manage to pull that off?
With a bit of luck, I suppose. My father was indicted for corruption. His own unchecked greed led to his ruin. But his fall meant my rise. To keep the company within the family, he had no choice but to put me in charge while he served his time. Oh, bless his heart. He genuinely thought that I'd be his docile puppet. It honestly didn't take long before I got a permanent seat as the new CEO. And by the time my father walked free, he had no footing left in worldwide media. But enough about me.
I bet the old man was very proud of you.
Proud? Try bitter. I left that old bastard with nothing in the end. Worldwide media needed new management after my father's screw-up. So, I jumped in, impressed the stakeholders, and got them to cut my father out of the company completely.
You're ruthless, Marco.
Me? No, it's just business. But enough about me.
All right, then. I've heard that your relationships never last. What's the story there?
Well, aren't you just dying to find out about my romantic endeavors? All right, I'll share. It's no secret that I've had many men over the years, but none of them captured my heart. Well, except for one. Jamil was the most remarkable man I've ever met.
I can't believe someone had Margot St. Germain head over heels in love. Who was the lucky fella?
My senior and mentor at college. He was truly awe-inspiring.
And what exactly set him apart from the herd?
He was everything I aspired to be. Jamil was a man of immense worth, an unyielding force of independent journalism.
You're pulling my leg, right? Margot St. Germain, the titan of mass media, once stood against it?
I wanted to fight the mainstream networks, just like Jamil did. He never bowed to corporate interests. He was a true reporter.
But you've turned out to be the total opposite of that.
Well, I guess I wasn't as strong as Jamil when it came to resisting corporate money. But enough about me.
Did you get together?
Yes, for almost 8 years. I thought we were going to grow old together.
And did you ever tie the knot?
Jamil proposed to me when I was 25. However, a year later, when I inherited my father's media empire, I broke off the engagement. Being with someone who persistently questioned my work was rather annoying. But enough about me.
From the looks of it, Jamil ain't around anymore. Where did he go?
We split up. Both of us wanted different things in life. Jamil was a big name in independent media, and I was the heiress to one of the giants of corporate journalism. It was bound to drive us apart.
You gotta explain better than that. What happened?
Jamil was disillusioned with the big media corporations. He accused them of having no commitment to the truth.
Well, he wasn't wrong.
Oh, you two would get along very well.
Yeah, maybe. He sounds like a decent guy. Pity he dumped you.
Jackson, I dumped him. Jamil wanted me to step down from my CEO position. He clearly didn't know me as well as he thought. But enough about me.
And you chose your company instead of Jamil, didn't you?
I did. After all, a woman can't rise to power by following in a man's footsteps. I carved my own path. But enough about me. I want to hear about you.
That's only fair, I guess. Come on, shoot. What do you want to know about me?
What's truly going on between you and Janet?
It feels like we're on the brink of becoming strangers, all tangled up in our own personal problems.
What's caused such turmoil in your relationship?
A lot of things. Janet's writer's block, my production company failing. Our problems just kept stacking up into this insurmountable wall between us.
Well, you're a couple. Aren't you supposed to help one another?
Janet's in no condition to help anyone. She's overwhelmed as it is. Dragging my problems into the mix would only lead to more fights. And do I want to be blamed for everything? No thanks.
Is she that self-centered?
Yeah, she is.
A man like you deserves better.
Janet's feelings for me have faded away, Margot. I can't remember the last time she showed me any affection.
Oh,
I'm still trying to fix things, but Janet, she's already given up on us. I spent an entire hour calming her down after the boat sank, and she couldn't even say I love you back.
why are you still together then?
I guess we're both afraid of being alone.
Stop wasting your time with her, Jackson. You could be enjoying your freedom with someone else. A man like you deserves better.
Come on, Margarita. Let's have another drink.
How about we take this somewhere more private?
Margot, what are you?
Happy to see you too, handsome.
Oh, hell.
Come on, don't be like that. I don't remember hearing you complain last night.
No one can find out about this.
Better hide the photo then.
What photo?
The one on the table. In case you're too hungover to realize, it's the table next to the sofa.
I ain't going anywhere till I sort this mess out. Don't tell me we did it here, too. Don't even want to think about what happened on that bunk. Must have been one crazy night. My clothes are all over the place. This old thing hasn't done much to keep things cool, huh? I'm sorry you had to see that, Mr. Giraffe. How'd I end up so hammered last night? Crap. I'm getting rid of this.
Oh, I'd hoped to hold on to it as a souvenir.
This photo was a mistake, just like everything else we did last night.
Why are you so ashamed? We had so much fun together.
It shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Jackson, we did it, and you liked it. All that's left is to admit it.
Very thought of last night feels repulsive now. I shouldn't have cheated on Janet.
Gosh, cut the drama. If you feel so guilty, just go tell her about it.
Are you being serious right now? We had a good time, but what happens in Esperanza stays in Esperanza, right?
Oh, Jax, don't be such a bore. I've got a better idea. Why don't we tell everyone?
Yeah, sure. We should announce that we slept together over breakfast. Shall we bring a speaker and play the wedding march too?
I like the sound of that.
Hold up. Are you being serious right now?
Oui, of course. What harm could it do?
Absolutely not. I can't imagine what this would do to Janet.
When will you start thinking about yourself, Jackson? If she's not fulfilling your needs, you should look for someone who does.
That's not how relationships work.
What relationship, Jackson? It's over between you two. Denying it will only cause you pain. Believe me, I know.
Thanks, Margot, but I don't need relationship counseling. Especially from you.
Chérie, I'm speaking out of personal experience. I've had my fair share of relationships over the years. Each and every one ended with a trail of broken-hearted lovers who were unable to swallow the truth that I'd lost interest. Just like you can't accept that Janet doesn't love you anymore.
This is different, Margot. Her love for me may have faded, but I'm sure I can reignite it. If you keep quiet about last night.
Are you asking me to lie for you, Jackson?
Why didn't I consider that? Oh, yeah, because it's freaking crazy. Normal people don't do that.
Oui, and that's a good thing. Normal is boring.
For you, perhaps, but not for me. I appreciate my ordinary life.
Please, Jackson, you're an actor. Your life is anything but ordinary. Admit it, you're afraid of being judged. You keep insisting we crossed the line, but we didn't.
Like hell we didn't. I'm in a relationship.
Ugh, monogamy is so overrated. You can't even have a bit of fun.
Now I get why none of your relationships last.
At least I'm free to do as I please.
And I'm glad that works for you. But that life ain't for me. I want to be with Janet. So, can we please pretend last night never happened?
Are you asking me to lie for you, Jackson?
You do it all the time for your conglomerate friends.
Oh, not the propaganda accusations again.
I'm not accusing you of anything, but you said yourself that you pick their side. I'm just asking you to do the same for me.
Using my own words against me, Jackson. How sneaky of you. But you're forgetting that I get paid to do it.
Fine. What's your price?
For you, handsome, our photo will do.
The photo? Why? What are you gonna do with it?
Are you asking me to lie for you, Jackson?
I'm not asking for much. Think of Jamil. If you could go back in time for another chance with him, wouldn't you take it?
Of course not. I have no regrets, Jackson.
Are you seriously telling me that you don't miss him?
Even if I did, it doesn't matter anymore. What's done is done.
But it doesn't have to be the same for Janet and me. So please help me here. Help me save my relationship. All you need to do is stay quiet.
Fine, but only if you give me our photo.
The photo? Why? What are you gonna do with it?
I told you before. I want a souvenir of last night.
Or maybe you want proof that we slept together. Your gossip magazines could make a lot of money off of it.
Do you really think I'd publish things about myself in my own magazine? Please. This photo will be for my eyes only. We've got to trust each other, Jackson. So, can I have the photo, please?
If that's what it costs to buy your silence.
Give me the photo, and I'll keep our little secret.
Need to lay off the drinking. Always lands me in trouble.
Merci, mon chéri. Now I have 2 souvenirs from last night.
2?
Oh, did I forget to mention I had another photo? Always keep a backup, trainer. Au revoir, mon ami.
Crap. It ain't happening. Now you have no proof that it happened.
What a shame.
I suggest you keep quiet, 'cause no one's gonna believe you.
I won't say anything, Jackson. But if anyone ever needs proof, it's good I've kept mine.
You witch!
Au revoir, mon ami.